Hi, Collective. Hope you guys are doing well. Getting ready to start your reading. This will be a general collective reading as always. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you guys as always for all of your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your beautiful support of my channel as well as one another. Definitely appreciate you guys. Preserve. We saw this the other day. Where do we see this? The life preserve. Maybe it was Aries or Leo. I feel like it might have been in one of my fire sign readings. Okay, so preserver. Hold on 1 second. The 3 cards fall out, so I'm not going to take them. Spirit, what else? Let's get some initial messages for the collective today. Oh, mortality. That's interesting that that's coming out with the life preserver. Oh, I can't wait to get into this. It looks like it's going to be good. All right, what else, Spirit, for the collective, please? We have preserving time. So we have preserving time. Look at the pictures in that. Let me get one from my other deck. Wondering Echo. Spirit, what else do we have for the collective today, please? The Lovers. Oh, look at that. I love that card. You see they're actually tied together. Do you see that? There's actually a tie between these two. Their fingers trying to reach each other. Somebody might have a very strong soul tie here. I'm wondering if that has something to do with this reading. Obviously, I didn't set an intention as always. I just want to let just source guide the readings because I think you're going to get the most accurate lessons that way, or the most accurate messages that way. So let me see what we have here. So we have preserve, mortality, preserving time, and the Lover. So let's see what we have, or let's see what story is forming here. Okay. I feel, first of all, the life preserver is just like it sounds. Okay, you can see the picture there. I mean, this is definitely Source's way of throwing someone here, a life preserver here. Maybe someone has felt like they've been drowning. Maybe someone has been stuck in a pattern so long, or going through a lot, not being willing to make a choice. I see here with the Lovers. I don't know if it's a choice between two people or if it's just a choice in general. It could definitely be about companionship, though, or about a particular connection. Yeah. And then mortality. I mean, it is how it sounds, but it's not actually the way we would view that here in the physical sense. Mortality is actually about, it's an awakening. It's about, in this particular deck anyway, mortality is about all of the things that we have held on to for so long, the belief systems, the patterning, things like that, no longer being valid. So it's an awakening, plain and simple. It's being able to literally discard those beliefs, those ways of doing things, so that you're able to really move forward into a more awakened state, being able to see things very clearly. And then we have preserving time right behind it. So this is how the story is unfolding. I feel like somebody's being taken out of a situation where they could have actually gotten to the point where they do feel like they're drowning. Now, what does drowning mean? It could be drowning in debt. It could be drowning in emotions. It could be just doing the same thing over and over and not feeling like you have a way out. So somebody could have felt quite stuck in their situation. And I feel like Source is saying, here's a life preserver. We're jumping in to save you, or grab this apparatus, okay, and we're going to pull you in because it's time to move into a time of awakening. It's time to be able to see things clearly and to let go of these things that continue to drown you, okay, that continue to really hold you down. Preserving time, interestingly enough, you can see that there's actually 2 little Polaroids on there. It's not actually about, that's just kind of signifying that it's more about enjoying life. It's about enjoying that moment in time, right? Like we often say, stop and smell the roses or stop and smell the flowers. It's very much so like that. I think everybody gets so caught up in the hustle and bustle and they just keep going and going and going until they're drowning, right? Within their own lives. This is more like, we're going to save you. You need to begin to treat life differently. First of all, look at life differently and then begin to treat life differently. Begin to really enjoy life as well. Because that is where your real gratification is going to come from. That's what preserving time is around. So most of us would think, and a lot of people do this. You see people snapping shots all the time. They can't even enjoy what they're doing. Look at me, I'm next to a tree. Look, there's a flower. We need some memories, but sometimes we just need to be present. And that's what preserving time is all about there. Now, interestingly enough, this appears to be about perhaps a lover's connection. Okay, or maybe the need to make a decision regarding that. If this is a lover's connection, something that could be driving this could be some kind of memory here, some kind of very special memory where someone feels as though they were fully ensconced, right, in this feeling, or fully immersed in a situation, a relationship, and these beautiful memories, perhaps with someone else here. Maybe someone wants to feel like that again, but that requires to actually let go of past due beliefs or let go of things that they were doing prior to, and actually step into this awakening. In essence, this is an ego death. That's what mortality is on this particular card. This is this ego death going away so that they can emerge into something much greater. I feel like there must be a soul tie perhaps with this situation, just looking at the artwork here. This is also interesting because I'm just noticing the one on the bottom that is coming up. I don't know why. We might have a light worker here, and we may have someone here who is getting the preserve, right? The life preserver, because they're actually drowning. I don't know why I added a D there. Drowning. Yeah, trying to maybe guide this person up. Or this could be God reaching down, right? And helping this person to come up. Okay, let's get started. Oh, well, I'll just turn this deck over and look what it is. Connection. Yeah. And honestly, when you look at that picture too, just the one or the artwork just on the lovers, it kind of signifies that, right? Real connection here. All right, I think I will start this deck today. So Spirit, what can you tell me about this reading? This does look like it may be around a love connection. I don't know if this is new, if this is something that's, I say new in this lifetime, right? Or if this is something that perhaps someone has been dealing with. I think somebody has, like, this is the thing. I don't know why I'm feeling this. I definitely feel like someone's a light worker or more elevated than the other. And that's not judgment. That's just, it's just a fact. Okay. Someone may still be growing. Obviously, we know that we have someone here that has got to, or has been going through some kind of ego death. Okay. I feel like there's some kind of agreement in this. I don't know why. It's almost like, yeah, we're going to do it. We will help you, but this is kind of what has to happen here. Somebody's lost their joy in life. I don't know what they've been into, but it seems like it's been a very mundane kind of existence. Maybe someone works a lot or doesn't really get out and do much, or if they do, it could be stuff like, nothing that's really life enhancing, like just drinking a lot or maybe partying, something like that. I feel like someone here may be desiring connection as well. So maybe whatever it is that they're living, they're not really getting that kind of connection in their life. Or they're not feeling that kind of connection, the connection that they desire in their life. Yeah. This might be a person who's had a fear of intimacy here. You see how the light is coming in on this person, though, and you see the card literally says unfamiliar feelings. Okay. This is part of that awakening, right? This is not something that they're accustomed to feeling. So somebody's heart chakra is definitely opening up here. Someone may be very much so feeling the connection here. It does say a heart given, okay? So all emotions invested, diving into you is what the card says. Someone here could definitely be awakening to some kind of connection. Interesting. Blinded by the light is the card, which is fear in a higher power, closed-minded mentality. But look, it came out in reverse here. So this may have definitely been a person that had a lot of fears before, maybe regarding connection, period. Maybe they didn't want to make a choice either. The Lover's card is very much so about a choice, right? But maybe the choice was also just to grow up. Maybe it was to wake up. They could have very well been afraid of the light. It says blinded by the light. That is a card of fear. All right, so they could have been afraid of the light as well. Again, I just said somebody here who I'm talking to here, you may be a light worker, right? Or somebody here could definitely be a light worker. That could have been very well, I don't know if it scared somebody, made them afraid, or they just weren't ready. Accepting one's journey. Look, wow, this is crazy. Accepting one's journey, surrendering to mystery. Surrendering. Remember what I said, this may be Source saying we'll help you, but you know, you got to get it together. You have to change. Someone may have finally accepted that they need to grow. They may have seen this. You could have presented this to them, or if this could be you too, just take it as it resonates. I'm reading it as this may be somebody that you're dealing with here. Maybe they weren't ready for any kind of changes. Maybe they didn't want to make some kind of sacrifice. I don't know what that means. Maybe that sacrifice of their freedom, a sacrifice of their singlehood. I don't know. Maybe they had another connection. Bottom line is they weren't ready for change. It looks to me like there was some fear regarding it for whatever reason. You could have been fully invested in this person before too, with a heart given. You could have given them some kind of offer, given them your heart in the past. It says all emotions invested. No, I think somebody's in love with you. I think somebody's in love with you. This is a person that definitely had some kind of fear of intimacy in the past. So this could feel very foreign to this person. Very unfamiliar here. And now they're feeling like all of their emotions are invested. So this is a person who's went through it looks like some massive changes. They could be focusing a lot. So this could be who's focusing a lot on the memories, right? The moments in time. Even they could have been small is what I'm getting. Or small. Few. Okay. But they're focusing on that and maybe how something made them feel. Yeah, this is in reverse as well. This is interesting. I wonder why some of my cards are in reverse, but I'm going to read them that way. This could have been someone who was definitely not, they weren't ready to soften their heart before, okay? They definitely was not ready to bare their soul in some way. They certainly were not vulnerable, okay? So you should know them by that alone. It's because they had to go through an ego death here. This is really painting a great story. Now I'm literally looking at these cards in front of me and they're all right side up, but why are these coming up in reverse? So that means, I mean, I don't even know how many in this deck are in reverse, but these are definitely coming out. This person was materialistic. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they didn't want to give that up, or maybe they felt like it had to. Maybe that was attached to another, I don't know, some other situation that they had going on. It says hyper-focused on finances, status, and fame driven. Maybe they were just clout chasing as well. Clout chasing, didn't want to be vulnerable. It says was not ready to bare their soul. Maybe they felt like stepping up or into this place would just be too much. You know what I'm saying? It would expose too much is what I feel about them, regarding them. You know, the thing is, that wasn't even about you. I think that was about them. You know, a lot of people don't even understand. It's that it's reflecting things back to them, right? Sometimes your light is so bright. Sometimes our lights are so powerful too that we're always reflecting things back to people, and they do feel very exposed, like someone looks through them. Something might have actually scared this person before. Yeah, see, the thing was, this connection was very cozy to this person, okay? So again, it could have been a very comfortable connection where they just felt at home, very familiar with you immediately. It says cozy hearts. If this person had intimacy issues, which it says that they did, then that would have certainly made them feel a bit uncomfortable here. Wow, yeah, because somebody here got left. The waiting heart. You could have been waiting on this person. They could have been waiting on you in some way. I feel like if they had the fear of intimacy here, unless it was you, maybe, okay, if they had the fear of intimacy, perhaps you were the one that actually got left waiting. Somebody is feeling now like there's some kind of connection, like their other half is missing in a sense. Okay. What else, Spirit? Feeling heavy and regret at this time. Replaying a lot of events in their head as well. Worrying about the worst case scenario. Trying to allow this love to enter even though it is unfamiliar. Allowing themselves to feel an emotional rush here. I see I just split on time. Oddly, the time card was actually in reverse too. So let's see. Feelings of oneness with you, overwhelming bliss. So this could be what is coming up here. It's funny because, you know, before they weren't willing to soften their heart. Or expose themselves in any way. And now it looks like they're really trying to allow their emotions to run. And this is just part of the awakening. They've gotten their massive ego out of the way, right? They've gotten their old conditioning out of the way. They probably dealt with a lot of their wounds now as they go through this ego death. They might have went through a very difficult time too. I always say to you guys that, you know, what I think the best way to receive is when we're so down. Right? We're basically on our knees. We need to have that help. We're very open to it. We are in that vulnerable state, and that's when Spirit can really assist us. And I feel like that's what's happened here. Someone may actually have been doing some kind of work behind the scenes is what I feel. Yeah. They could have been leaving this to fate for a while. Here it says the roll of the dice. That's also about weighing the pros and cons. This could be somebody who's really looked heavily into this, or you could be doing this as well, or maybe you will be doing this. Then we have the enigma. I think somebody is ready to come out of hiding. So if somebody's been in some kind of hiding here, if you haven't heard from someone in a while, if they just ghosted or something along those lines, or maybe this is you as well. It's been a total mystery. It looks to me like somebody's about to come out of the shadows here. Forward footsteps, making the best possible choice on the correct path. Somebody's getting ready to come out of the shadows here. Absolutely. The bottom says mastering the self, yin and yang, light and dark, achieving balance, because perhaps they have finally achieved some kind of balance. So again, I'm going to go back to what I started with. There was definitely a light worker here, someone that was already going through a bit of an ascension, I feel. Someone was probably severely lagging. That is generally the situation, right? Depending on what this connection is. And now I feel like somebody is actually trying to make a leap perhaps out of the shadows, but not without doing a lot of work. This person is definitely doing a lot of work. You know, we've seen in various aspects of the readings where people are going through a pretty major transition, and this feels the same, or transformation, and this certainly feels the same, okay? I definitely feel like somebody is waking up here. Yeah, and so they may be spending time as well trying to master their self, trying to get up to par, trying to make sure that they are on a very strong or have a very strong footing um, when it comes to moving forward. I definitely know that they have someone here on their mind. So let's see. Let me see what else I can get, actually. Spirit, what else can you tell me regarding this? Oh, okay. Y'all heard that pop right out. Soulmate. So this could definitely be a soulmate of yours. Look at that. Renewal. Somebody's wanting to have some kind of renewal of a connection. You can see there that she has a little tree in front of her that she's meditating in front of. Maybe manifested, and that tree is just starting to bud out and grow. Vanity. Look at that. This could be a person that gets a lot of attention, or they could have been more about, or maybe you did, I don't know. It could have definitely been more about, maybe this person wanted a lot of attention here in the past. Maybe this was part of the mortality, the ego issue here. Maybe they're accustomed to getting a lot of attention. Maybe they feel this about you as well, though. They could also feel like you are the one that is accustomed to getting a lot of attention here. Maybe you both get a lot of attention, even so. But something here about the vanity, somebody took that way too seriously. That's quite superficial. I think someone took that way too seriously. Okay, they could have been worried about settling down or moving into any situation. That could have also been part of them not wanting to do the work before, not only to not look at themselves, but because they wanted to continue maybe playing in their own life in a sense. Yeah, look, because there was gossip. There could have been some kind of gossip that was also around this specific situation, or maybe they were afraid of that, afraid of how other people might see it, look at them. I don't know. This person might have been an actual player. Oh, look, recovery. So somebody could have got sick or had some kind of near-death experience as well. Honestly, they could have almost drowned for that matter, right? They could have definitely had something like that, or had something like that very close to them in their life, which is, again, something brought them to their knees. That could have definitely been what woke them up here. Somebody could have been going through a long recovery period as well. So not only ego death, but maybe there's been some kind of physical recovery as well that had to happen. Maybe there was an injury. Okay, I just heard one could have been around work as well. Yeah. This is a person that knows that they have a lot of passion for another. They could just be a passionate person anyway, but I feel like they feel like they have a lot of passion towards someone else. It could be a soulmate that they're wanting to have this renewal with. Yeah, and I think they're feeling very grateful for a specific connection here, and they want to see some kind of growth in it. They want to see growth in this connection as well. See, I said a lot could have fallen apart for this person. I do feel that that's what happened. I think they chose their vanity. They chose to maybe concern themselves perhaps with what other people thought, rather than maybe even following their heart in this situation. They could have very well made choices based on that. Okay, a lot of people might be gossiping right now about this person too, or maybe about the choices they're making, maybe about the changes that they're making as well. Meanwhile, I feel like your person, though, may be in some kind of recovery. Now, I guess that recovery could also be around addictions or something along those lines. Regardless, I think it's been, I want to say, a long road. I don't know why. I don't know if this is physical, or I guess this could even be mental. Somebody could be trying to get their mental state back together as well. Somebody's been going through, I think something took a toll on someone's body is what I'm feeling. So I don't know that it's just mental. If there is mental health involved, I feel like it's also something took a toll on someone's body. Somebody's going to want some kind of forgiveness here. Okay. You know, it's interesting that I'm seeing victim on the bottom. And normally I would see that in a spread like this as someone playing the victim. But I almost think someone was the victim here. That's strictly intuitive here. Somebody could have gotten taken advantage of. That could have been a part of what happened. Maybe their surroundings, the people, while they were so busy here, trying to continue. It looks like getting this attention, taking this, I don't know, traveling this way of vanity, whatever, so that they could get, I don't know, a lot of people's attention, get boosted up in some way. Because maybe that validated them, or they felt like that validated them in some way. Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like this person could have also gotten taken advantage of in some way as well. So they may have very well been an actual victim in this situation, okay? They may have actually had that. This could have certainly been, look, we got another sick person here. Look at this. We have a person tending to this one too. Maybe that's like a, I don't know, medical assistant, a nurse, something like that. I don't want to get back into my crime stories, but I don't know why I'm feeling this. This is interesting. I think somebody's been going through a change. Let me get into the cards actually before I start. I just want to start talking, or I don't want to give too much on it because I'm already getting a story. Look at this faith as well. Man, I really think somebody here has maybe been trying to go through a change, and maybe others are gossiping about that because perhaps they don't want that to happen. They don't want this change to happen with someone. I feel like this might have been someone who, again, followed this line of vanity for a very long time until they didn't. I almost feel like an epiphany has come on with someone, or did come on with someone, and maybe someone started making changes. I feel like you might have some outside influence here with this gossip card. It's interesting that I see three. I thought that was a man, but I think it's a woman definitely because I can see the skirt here. I feel this is interesting because there were three women in my dream, which now I feel like I need to tell you. I think someone was maybe trying to change. Wow. Okay. This person could be a victim. Okay. That's my strongest feeling. I think someone was trying to get this person back. Maybe they had a life, okay, that was based around vanity as well. Not just this person, maybe other people. This person could have been bankrolling that in some sense, or adding to that quite a bit. So them changing is not really, yeah, that's not really something that's going to work with other people. It feels like that are dependent. There are three women. Okay, so I really think there's three women involved. All right, now I'm going to be forced to tell you my dream. Okay, because I was wondering what that was about. Okay, and I know that we just did a reading a few days back that was actually about karma, or maybe a karmic. I can't remember the way I titled it, but you guys will probably, it was a very long reading, so I think you guys will probably remember it. The next morning, which I think would have been yesterday morning or the day before, I get a lot of my stuff, just so that you know, a lot of stuff through my dreams. The next morning, it was weird because I felt like one of the people in there was me. Of course, I'm the one that someone's talking to. And I could see my niece, my firstborn niece, who's the oldest, and one of her friends. And they all, of course, they all think I'm their aunt. I've always been in their lives. So they come to me for everything, even when they have to shop for big events, anything like that. They always want me to go with them. So it was kind of like that. And I'm going to tell you why I'm telling you this in just a minute, or I'll piece it together. So so my niece's girlfriend comes to me, and she has me messing with this dress. And she's got the dress on, and it's kind of this corset dress, which I remember that standing out to me because I'm thinking, why are you wearing a corset dress? But whatever. And she goes, hurry up. I don't know why this keeps happening. And I go, I'm trying to hurry. It just keeps coming back so fast. And when I looked down at the corset dress, there was like a big, huge part of it just poking out at me. And I remember thinking in the dream anyway, I remember thinking, that's what I was talking about. Okay, something's wrong with the fabric of this person or something like that. And then as I got out of the dream, I really started to analyze it a little bit more because of the words that I said. I'm trying, but it just keeps coming back so fast. Because the girl was talking to me. She was my niece's friend, but she was frantic. Like, hurry up, like, can you get this taken care of? I immediately thought it was energy as soon as I woke up. I don't know why, but that's where I put it. I was like, it's coming back so fast. Somebody is frantic, okay, about something coming back at them. This is actually a good sign because I actually think this might have something to do with something backfiring here, all right? The thing is, the other day I kept saying, I feel females here. I think maybe this is a mother because I heard mother. And, to my niece, I am like her mother because I raised her, right? In a lot of ways, anyway. So she always tells people that. So I think that, I'm looking at this going, 3 women, okay? If you put it like that, there were 3 women in here. Could be 3 women. And one could be, so it could be 2 friends, 2 cousins, something like that, and even a mother, or it could even be an aunt or someone that someone views as an aunt or as family, like a mother. Same thing. But I think the person who may be actually starting a lot of this stuff, I'm wondering because of the way she said it, like things were coming back at her, made me feel like this could be like someone who maybe is doing this stuff and then they're trying to get someone to stop it from coming back on them, if that makes sense. So I do think that there's definitely 3 females, oddly enough, that might be involved in this situation. Or maybe a younger female that's trying to get someone else to help them with the situation, and they know this person either through a friend or because this is like an aunt or someone who is close to them through a friend, if that makes sense. So just work it out. I feel like it's relevant. I know that's going to, it's definitely going to resonate with somebody. Okay. I don't think I would have told that whole very long story. All right. But let me also say, I think I said that a minute ago, but the good news is that whatever is happening here is actually going back on somebody. So what's happened is I think you have someone here who has decided to go through some growth, and other people may not have wanted that because maybe they had a pretty good life where they were living, they had a lot of stuff, maybe people looked up to them, maybe they had attention, stuff like that. And then we have someone that could have gotten overwhelmed even with just that lifestyle, wanting to change their life. Or maybe you entered the life in some capacity, all right, and it provoked some kind of change in another person. But you got people here that didn't want that to happen. You can also see how happy they are and also how they look in this specific picture, like they're just kind of, they're really focused on, it looks like getting some kind of result that they want here. So I think that, and this person going through a change, it doesn't look like that was going to help them. So somebody has definitely been in some kind of recovery here. I think they have felt victimized in some sense. Okay, this is somebody that feels like they need to come to you and ask for some kind of forgiveness because it looks like their heart has been opening for them. We saw right there. They've been really remembering a very special connection. They've been having all kinds of unfamiliar feelings here. Now we see with a heart given, all emotions are invested. Okay, so this person's had to go through some kind of ego death here. And now they want, I feel like they want to come forward once they are healed and have some kind of good, feel like they have their feet, both feet on the ground, right? Because they need to ask for some kind of forgiveness here. This person's very, very passionate about you yet again. Okay, and I think they're trying to keep the faith here. They want to have some kind of growth in a connection. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, Creator, tell me what is going on in this specific situation, please, for the collective. What's going on with this person? Let me just see. Yeah. Somebody here is looking at having something. That's what I'm saying. I think they're taking finances away from something else that maybe they were previously. This person could have went through some kind of breakup or something, or even just a family breakup. Okay, because they're taking their pentacles and going elsewhere. I think that they've suffered greatly because of that. So I really think that yeah, they're going to tell you about it. They suffered greatly because of that, because I think someone has really pulled out all the stops to try and get that not to happen, to try and have them not sever maybe a connection wherever it was that they were before. Yeah, recovery as well. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to go back again. If this person was drinking or doing stuff like that, maybe they've also watched them go through recovery and that was not good for them, because they knew, especially if they're talking about soulmates here, that that would create some kind of renewal. That might have taken them out of some kind of haze or some kind of issues that they were having before. I want to say illusions before. Whatever I think has been going back to them too. I can see right here that somebody is actually sick from that. Okay, so they might have people that are actually around them. Again, we have the 3 women. Yet again, somebody could have actually gotten sick from whatever that was. If there was somebody else that was actually in the house here, someone could have certainly gotten sick from that. We have a person that's ready to confess to you. It looks like to come clean in some way, to let you know that they've turned over a new leaf. This person is looking to have some kind of new beginning with you. Okay. They may reach out with just a quick text, something like that. Seeming very optimistic here as well. Enthusiastic about having some kind of new start here, yeah. Yeah, you've had this person out in the cold for a long time. They're going to tell you about this. They're going to tell you about what has happened here. I really think somebody, wow, this is kind of sad actually. I think somebody really went hard on this person, went heavy after this person. Yeah, they could have actually impacted their finances in some way here. We can see that they're good over here, but they could have impacted their finances in some way here. This person could have felt even like they were going through some kind of emotional poverty, spiritual poverty in some sense. This could also be telling me this person went through some kind of dark night of the soul, but that's not what I'm feeling. I mean, they probably did. Chances very much, I mean, it looks like they definitely could have. But I think they actually experienced some kind of financial loss. Or this could also be telling me that someone was trying to do that. This is what they're going to talk to you about, is what I'm feeling. Whatever was happening up here, I think something definitely had a person feeling very trapped as well. This could also indicate to me, oddly enough, if somebody was spinning out, say, on a court case, or to dissolve, you know what I'm saying? Dissolve, like, I don't know, assets, something like that. Dissolve a marriage, I'm sorry, and to split assets, something like that. It could indicate to me that this had them feeling trapped for quite a while, very restricted here. Honestly, though, this is also a card of being paralyzed by fear or terror, all right? Someone who's sitting in a lot of anxiety here, maybe even felt hopeless about a specific situation. I think you're dealing with a person here who legitimately got victimized. I'm sorry. If this is not your story, it's not your story. This is what I feel. That's the way I'm going to say it. This person was a victim, basically. Okay, because I feel like they tried to leave a situation here and grow. And somebody is definitely not having it. So I don't know if they challenged them with energy. I don't know if they challenged them with, this could be court. Something that actually impacted their money. Yeah. This might be a person that used to be quite successful as well. We saw with vanity too. I could go back to that again. This could have been something that maybe they kept them that way because adding to their lifestyle here, or wanted them that way, gave them a certain sense of, like, you know, keeping up with the Joneses, right? People saw them a certain way. This would actually impact someone's success. It could have impacted someone's money, their living situation. This person could have felt like they had the advantage in some way. I don't know what that means here, but I feel like they felt like maybe they had the advantage, or maybe they had to pretend they were staying in some way, giving them the advantage is what I feel. I do think that this person is I don't know if they work in the community or something like that, but they could definitely be accustomed to getting, or maybe they do very well in their work. That maybe they're really popular too. They get a lot of recognition here. This is someone who's accustomed to having people see them a certain way, maybe in a high regard is what I'm feeling. Yeah, I definitely think this is someone who has spent a lot of time trying to change, being very patient about the changes that had to happen here. They've been trying to heal their wounds. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles definitely tells me that. It's a card about time, right? It's a very slow moving knight. So they could have been trying to heal their wounds so that they could come across as more reliable, more trustworthy. There's definitely someone who perseveres, okay, to reach any kind of goal that they have. So I think this is someone who's known what they want, okay? They've been patient with the changes, but they've also had to incur. So I'm wondering if somebody here is either they're being vocal. I don't think they're being vocal with them. So I'm wondering if they're getting, I don't know if they're getting readings or how do they know what this person's plans are, because I think that it has a lot to do with that. What else, Spirit? Queen of Pentacles. They may be moving towards a Queen of Pentacles here. It could definitely be a Virgo. It doesn't have to be, but somebody that's very nurturing. Somebody that's very stable here. Could be a businesswoman. Or maybe this is this person. Could be either. Oh, but then we have an Emperor. Somebody who's obviously a boss. Very structured. Okay. Wow. Look at this. Okay. So they could be moving someone toward, or they could be moving towards someone like this. This could be somebody, this could definitely be you. Okay, this could be also be someone who's moving towards you. Somebody here is very structured in their life. I feel like they know how to take control in their own life here. They have a lot of willpower here to create, you know, the lifestyle that they want, the structure that they want around them. But somebody here is definitely not fully healed from a situation. I feel like there could be a lot of, I definitely feel like there could be depression around this situation as well. And this could also indicate to me that there is pain due to some kind of separation here. Wow. I think this is where the heartbreak is coming from. I think somebody here, so somebody here, this could be the person you're dealing with, to just flip it up as it needs to be. One of these two are definitely the person that you're dealing with here. Somebody's trying to take control here to move towards someone possibly very nurturing, or maybe this person is moving towards someone who is very structured, okay, and legitimately a boss here. But it's after a lot of pain here. It could have been after a lot of illness. That could be ill health as well. Certainly a lot of conflict, a lot of disillusion, a time of separation here. I think someone may be feeling a lot of pain, a lot of regret here, because maybe they know someone. Yeah, maybe they know someone here is basically their Ten of Pentacles, their family, someone who they're supposed to be building with in some way. Maybe someone they could have had it all with. The family, the cars, the home, the travel, the kids, you know, the land, the animals. What else, Spirit? Yeah, this is definitely somebody that's about to seize an opportunity or trying to. This person is letting go of regret, whatever they've been holding on to here. This is a card about the end of stagnation here. Someone's feeling very motivated to move forward here and to seize their opportunity here. After a long time. This is definitely after a long time. There's been a lack of activity, so I don't think you're talking to this person. I don't think you know what's going on. I definitely don't think you know what's going on. I think you're going to find out that this person went through a sickness too. Why do I feel like they're trying to hide some of this stuff from you? Like they don't want you to know. Maybe they don't want you to know what they were wrapped up with, because I don't know who these women are. Okay, that I'm seeing anyway that's in the reading. And mind you, I of course equated the dream to it as well, because the dream either has something to do with this or definitely the reading the other nights. I feel like they don't want you to know. Why don't they want you to know? Maybe it's just something they want to tell you themselves, because it's such a crazy story. You know, it's one of those, like it's such a crazy, far-fetched story. Like, you know, I I just don't want them to just know this. Like, this is something I want to sit down and explain. And maybe in increments is kind of what I'm feeling here. This person definitely had a fear of change. I think they stayed in a lot of patterns for a long time. They could have been very indecisive about making the decision, but something happened. I keep going back to victim. People could have turned on this person. They could have turned on this person. This person could have seen the very ugly side of people that were around them. Maybe it was people that they were contributing to monetarily. They could have been holding up a whole family, you know, whatever. If this person tried to make some kind of changes or pull back, I feel like it's around income, feelings, something like that. But ultimately, I think it all goes down to income. Abuse. That's what wow. Okay. Victim here. I just heard abuse. Someone could definitely feel abused or was abused in a situation. Whatever they did, there was an illness. There was an illness. And whatever they continue to do, I feel like there's still an illness. That might actually be an older woman around them too. All right. Hang on one second. Here it is. And then a card flipped. Yeah. Yeah, it's everything that I just said. Okay, this is what this person was definitely dealing with. A lot of malice, a lot of hypocrisy here. Okay, a lot of problems. I think they began to get very suspicious of the people that were around them, perhaps. All right, maybe due to whatever was going on with them. I feel like in their energy field as well. So I think that probably has something to do with that. They started seeing that the people around them was very unconcerned with their feelings. All right, they didn't care about that or with the feelings of any others here with this Page of Swords in reverse here. They didn't care that someone wanted to change. They didn't care that someone was sick of that lifestyle. Wow. I think these are just people who were doing what they wanted to do. This person served a purpose. Maybe that was very difficult for them to understand. They could have very well known about you over here in the soulmate card and saw this person trying to make strides to really grow within themselves, to renew themselves in a sense. Talk to me about these people. I just want to see exactly what they were doing, Spirit. What exactly were these people doing? These people just had it. They were trying to stagnate this person, plain and simple. They had a fear here. It says, moving on. All right, they didn't want to accept things the way that they were. Wow, look at this. Yeah, they didn't want to accept things the way that they were. This is after, look, this is after a lot of things got illuminated here. They knew what was going on. They knew that there were some kind of changes here. Somebody was moving towards the time of freedom. That's definitely a card about freedom. They had a time of moving on. So this person could have actually physically left a situation. Others didn't like it. They tried to make the situation stagnate is what I'm feeling here. They didn't want to accept that. All right. They also had a fear here of moving on or maybe how things would play out in their life. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, because they knew somebody here was definitely moving towards some kind of vitality, some kind of joy, some kind of success, most importantly here. And all of this got illuminated. I don't know who illuminated it, but somebody understood this. Again, they could have, especially if they're into the occult or stuff like that, they could have definitely been getting readings or divination. Okay, they knew somebody was getting ready to step out or was already stepping out to make a fresh start. You got two cards of freedom here. Somebody was getting their freedom. Okay, someone was about to step out in a new direction and they were going to get left behind. Look, and we have a King of Swords in reverse here. How interesting. So again, you know, this is definitely someone, they may have viewed this person as this, or they could have been this way. Okay, very selfish in this, very ruthless, obviously, in some way. This could have been some kind of premeditated malice, too. This could have been a joint effort, like I said before. Or if this person was married to somebody, if this was one person, like I said, it could have been one person, right, going to whomever, somebody that they knew to get them to do something. Yeah, we definitely have something here that was premeditated. Something was definitely planned out here. All right. And this was someone who was just being, I think, just very ruthless in this situation. They didn't want to see somebody go and get their happiness, go and get their freedom because they had a fear of moving on. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. They know somebody is going out here. Okay, maybe somebody even changed or moved to a new job or changed for a new job. Maybe they knew this person was leaving. This person could have left town. That could have been how they left and just kind of ended everything. Well, I'm moving forward. I'm going to go over here, get this new job, whatever. They already know this person. I don't know. I feel like they knew that somebody here works a lot, but they almost don't want them considering this. They know somebody also got an increase of income. So you got an increase of income and you're also leaving. They definitely know this person is trying to invest somewhere else. 4, I'm getting the number 4 around this. So I don't know if something happened maybe in November, or 4 is also next month actually for April, or maybe 4 months. Yeah. They could definitely feel like this person has really taken control of their life. Maybe they didn't have that before. All right, I'm just now starting to see kings here. So maybe they feel like this person is really being very decisive, okay? They want to be independent. They're not going backwards. They're not, I feel like they're not willing to negotiate on this situation. So someone could have kept them before by saying things or maybe even guilting them into things. I feel like this person has... I feel like this person has fully stepped into their power, but most importantly, I feel like they see what's been going on around them, and that is driving a lot of these decisions here. So I feel like we have a person here who is just honestly, I think they're just a natural leader. Okay, they may inspire other people. They're very, obviously, very easily can take the lead, and I think that that's what they're doing. They're definitely standing here in the King of Wands in their full power here. Oddly enough, King of Wands is Leo, and remember I said the preserver was in one of the fire signs, and I'm pretty sure it was in Leo. It's actually in the title. I would have to go look on the readings, but I'm pretty sure that's the one it came out in. It doesn't have to be. I'm just kind of pointing that out because that's what I'm getting here. All right, so yeah, definitely see that. Okay, there may also be, this could also be a male here who was being very ruthless about the situation, about moving forward. This could have also been a friend. I just feel like this person really had to find out the hard way about the people that were around them and the things that they were doing to keep them in bad stuff. Now, this could be, you know, with the recovery card, this could also just be addictions, like I said. You know, sometimes if we have a drug addiction or if we're alcoholics, you know, of course, people don't want us to get better. They want us to continue doing that, right? Because then we're right there at that level with them. That could very well just be something like that. But something about this person's money contributes to these people in some way. In fact, I feel like if you talk to this person, they may say something like that, like they only reached out when they need money, or it was always about how much money. Yeah, how much money I could, I don't know, give to them, whatever. Yeah, and then we have the death. Spiritual transformation here. We have brand new beginnings, letting go. Okay, accepting and ending as it is. All right, there could have been some kind of unexpected upheaval with this. This person could have left actually a while ago, and people just, they knew that they were moving on here. Okay, and they try to create some kind of stagnancy here because they didn't want this full death. And again, they may have kept this person before by maybe throwing some kind of illusions as well. Or maybe this person is just a loyal person, okay, and they didn't have any idea what was going on. But I feel like there's a bunch of trickery and BS that's going on behind the scenes here. This is pretty I mean, this is really unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. So let me see. I don't know if these cards, let me pull some of these. Actually, let me just pull an outcome here, because I think what we have here is somebody that's walked away from a terrible situation, may have gone through a bit of an illness, may be trying to heal themselves, definitely has been through some kind of awakening, had some kind of ascension or up-leveling. I definitely think you have people that have been throwing shade at the very least, but it looks to me like maybe energy, okay, that's made someone maybe sick. Or maybe it's just the stress has made someone sick. I guess it could be that too, but I don't think so. The way the girl said, the grown woman actually said, I'm trying, but it's coming back so fast. Also, the way I noticed the fabric in that moment. So, I made the notation that it could have torn through, something about something's wrong with the fabric of this person. Wow. Now that I'm saying that, I mean, true, right? We might be dealing, I did start off saying something about mental. Someone could have like mental issues as well. Maybe that's what I'm saying when I'm saying something could be wrong with the fabric of this person. I mean, we obviously see if they would do something like this or go to such great extents to keep someone stuck in a nightmare of a situation that, they're not working with too much, not in terms of integrity, okay, and certainly not in terms of self-awareness. They're just not. Okay, yeah, we get somebody's moving, somebody's leaving a bad situation. Could be this King of Cups here. Wow, these cards are flipping like hell. Yeah, look, he's being very strategic or has been very strategic in the way that he is doing things here. You notice that he's collected all the swords here. He's got 2 here. He's looking at the other 2 as well. I'm sorry, he's got 5 here. He's looking over here at the other 2 as well. He's going to take all the swords because he has to remove the weapons, right? He's removing all the weapons from them. So this is really to kind of retard their ability, right, to come for him in some sense, to harm him in some sense. I don't know what that means. I guess if they're living together or something like that, he has to remove anything that they could try and use against him. Yeah, this part, again, they could be moving towards this Queen of Pentacles. It's the second time we saw it, right? Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah, they could definitely be moving towards this Queen of Pentacles. They could be being quite strategic, okay, in doing so. This person has a lot of love in their heart. It could have definitely been unexpressed here. They certainly moved out of the house. They could be moving, okay? This could be a long distance move too, something across the water here. Again, we're right back to this Knight of Swords, though, in reverse, okay? They already know. I feel like this person, maybe that's why they're trying to disarm them as much as possible, because they already know that there's going to be a lot of lies. There's going to be betrayal around this. There's going to be a lot of gossip around this situation that's just going to be malicious. Wow, but they don't care. They feel like they have the sword of truth, okay, with them. They feel like they have to come to you and tell you the truth for some reason. I don't know what that's about, because they know there's going to be a lot of gossip, a lot of lies. Maybe it's before someone can get to you and bring you that as well. They feel like they have to bring some kind of transparency into the situation. It's almost like, especially if there's some kind of threat here. Remember I said they're trying to disarm someone. It might be like, let me get to this person first. Let me get to my person first, because I don't want them getting to it with all these malicious lies and gossip and stuff like that. Somebody here definitely wants to have a new start. That goes without saying, but they definitely want to have the conversation about lies, because they feel like someone here is their wish fulfillment. This is the person that obviously brings them some kind of happiness in their in the Sun card, in their life. And then they know that this person brings them happiness, joy, optimism, and they feel like they should be having success with this person. All right, not contributing, it looks like, to other situations that have been very unhealthy for them. All right, Spirit, any last words? What might this person, what might they want to say to the collective? I feel like this person's escaping or sneaking away in some way. It says, I feel you leaving me behind, okay? So you may have already broken the connection with them or left their energy field in some way. You think, my life is not together as it seems. Really? I told you they're trying to hide all this from you, okay? They may want it to come out in increments. Remember me saying that before? It's because too much of it will just seem so crazy, so tawdry. And honestly, I have to assume, I don't know what the connections are they were having, but it was probably due to their behaviors at the time. Unless it was family, that could have just been due to their unwillingness to see, due to some sense of blind loyalty, okay? They see now, though. I feel like there's definitely a lot of illusions around them is what I feel. This person can't stop thinking about you, that's for sure. I want to feel that way again. Okay, that's what that preserving time was about. Remember I told you that. They're very focused on when they felt maybe some really happy, beautiful moments that they may have had with you. I felt like they could have been few, far and few between, but whatever they were, maybe even discussions, maybe even the feeling they had when you were texting or talking or touching each other, any of that. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I want to feel that way again. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Yeah, I kind of feel like they walked away. I love you. There's a card on the bottom that says it's time for me to heal now. And I do feel that this is what this person's been going through. But it's not just like normal emotional healing. I feel like they've been put through a lot of additional stress quite purposely here. I do think this person was victimized in some way. It says you speak to me through music. And I'm starting to understand our connection here. Okay. Okay, pretty crazy. I'm just going to get a few of these and see if we can just get a little more clarified here. Oh, come to me. We have a foe. First card coming out. Yeah. Yeah. We have a person here definitely trying to create obstacles, trying to create some kind of problems. Definitely not a friend. Again, this person could have figured out what was happening to them, right? This is the foe. Look at this. Thief. Could have been taken from them, stealing from them. They could still be trying to do that in some way, okay? They could try and interfere. If you guys actually have a connection, if you are still invested, regarding this connection, they could still be trying to do that. They know somebody. I think they know how someone feels about another. They know that someone has went through changes so that maybe they could actually be with another. I think this is of high concern for somebody. High concern. They might even be doing energy work, because I'm telling you, that's exactly the way I took my dream. Now, mind you, I had just did malady. Wow, you can't make it up. I told you somebody's sick. Mind you, I just did that reading the night before, and because that came out, but still, that wouldn't have came to me in that way if it didn't mean something. Like I said, I get a lot of my stuff through my dreams, and it's very prophetic. It always ends up happening. Somebody is feeling the heat of whatever is going back to them. So we have wedding in reverse. So I'm wondering if somebody is actually getting a divorce here. Maybe this person left a marriage. Maybe they left some kind of family situation here. Card just flipped over. Service. There's that service card. This could be a person actually that works in the service industry or in some kind of field where they're of service, maybe to people, to the public, something like that. This could also be telling me, yeah, hope. And look at this. This card is hope, but you see how they're kind of hanging on to this, and they have the blindfolds on as well. I feel like somebody here has gotten sick, okay? That's one person. We actually saw two. I think somebody's trying to keep the hope, trying to keep the faith. I definitely think they're coming back. We did see the King of Wands in an upright position. I think whoever's been paying for this service as well, okay, maybe trying to stop maybe there was a wedding. Maybe somebody was just engaged, or maybe somebody wanted to marry someone and has been trying to do things to bring that together. There's stuff for that too, and it just didn't come together. Okay, maybe they've been paying someone to do some kind of service here, all right, and keeping the hope. But now, when I look at this is kind of I don't know, I can't help it. This picture looks kind of pitiful, right? Oh, I see why. Okay, so they're out there, it looks like on water. They might be sitting on some surface on the water, just hoping, right? Hoping, praying for something to come, because they're obviously, I didn't know that there was, looks like they might be, is their hand attached to something? Yeah. Okay, so they're like chained to something, it looks like. Wow. Well, that just gives that gives even more to it. Trying to keep someone stuck, trying to keep them chained to something, hoping that this is working, okay, with this card of service here, whatever they're paying for here, all right? They don't want something to end here, all right? They want this wedding to happen, perhaps. They don't want this bond to end. It looks like maybe they don't want to have some kind of divorce or something like that. somebody's definitely been working against your person. I'm just going to let you know. If this is your reading, somebody's definitely been working very hard against your person here. Look at this conversation. They don't want this person to have this conversation even with you or maybe with other people here. This could also be telling me there's a lot of conversations that's going on around this situation. We've seen gossip, I think, more than once here today. They could be talking about it with other people, getting other people involved, especially if it's a family situation. It could be something around that. This could be a young woman that is doing this. That's who I saw. Okay, in my dream. This could definitely be a younger woman that's doing this. Trying to make these things happen. Doing the most here. Yeah, look. Yeah, because they don't want this person to either have a reunion, okay, with someone else here who they feel is a soulmate, or they want some kind of reunion with this person. They want this person to come back. They don't want this relationship, maybe even this marriage here to end. This person may not even be taking their calls, may not even be dealing with them at this time. Okay, whatever it is, I think they are, yeah, they definitely have deceived this person. They definitely have tried to take something that this person wants, may have even been stealing money, something like this. This may have been what the person caught on to. Obviously could have very well made this person sick. We've already seen that a couple of times. This person knows, though. That's the problem. Not the problem was the problem for these people. This person knows. They're not going back. I don't feel like this person is going backwards. I think they've broken away or are breaking away from them because they know what has happened here. It's very clear to them why they can't stay in this situation. They've had people taken from them, conniving, I feel like, against them, even using some kind of energy work, it looks like. Yeah, because they wanted to have some kind of reunion here. And look at them. They're paying someone for a service here to keep this person very stuck. And they're just hoping that this will actually work, okay? More than one person knows about this. And this kind of goes back to the family thing again, right? They could be conversing about this person, how much they changed, them wanting to have some kind of divorce or wanting to get out of some kind of commitment here. Wow. Yeah, because they want this person to be their servant. This person needs to continue giving them money. They need to continue, yeah, I feel like they want this person to continue giving them money, giving them things, giving them the lifestyle that they've been accustomed to. They don't want them to move away and serenade someone else here, right? Be a lover to other people or be a lover to this specific person here. Oh, they must hate you. I'm sorry. Yeah, look, you can't make it up. They already know what this person is doing. Okay, they're in deep sorrow that whatever their tactics have been here, unfortunately, whatever just happened to divorce, I just do not understand this. Yeah, whatever tactics have been used here, they are in deep, deep sorrow about it because it hasn't worked. Okay, they're trying to hold out hope here, all right, that this person is going to stay attached in some way, that they can stop some kind of divorce or some kind of separation from happening, and that they can actually have this reunion because they paid for all these services. Why aren't they coming together? Because your person broke it, okay? They're out of this. They're out of illusion. They've broken the spell, okay? They know what has been going on. They know people have been stealing from them. They know that you're the foe. You're not the friend. You're not the lover. You're the foe. This person knows who they love. They know who they want to serenade, okay, woo in some way, charm, all right? And someone here cannot handle it. They're in deep, deep sorrow over this situation here. How crazy. I think I'm going to leave it right there because, yeah, that's all I got. That's a lot of energy into this reading and this nonsense, unfortunately. But somebody's awoken, okay? They know what the truth is. They know who their soul tie is with. It looks like a very deep, okay, important, it looks like soul tie. I think Spirit's given them an opportunity and kind of taken them into an awakening. All right. This person may have surrendered a little bit to be taken into that, to be thrown that life preserver to begin with, but they've seen the truth now and they're remembering all the good times and they know who their soulmate is here. They're not staying in this BS anymore. Okay, guys, that's what I have for you. Hopefully, it will resonate with some of you. If it does, don't forget to hit the like button. I will see you guys very soon. Have a good night.